to my channel. So tomorrow is Halloween and most of you guys will be taking your kiddos trick-or-treating tomorrow night. So today's video I want to share with you guys how you can create a trick-or-treat survival kit for your kiddos, because so many things can go wrong while the kids are going trick-or-treating either with parents or by themselves. So I always make a little survival kit for my kiddos with a little bit, a little things to keep them safe while they're having fun trick-or-treating. So most of the things that I found, well actually all the things I'm going to share with you guys that I found were at Dollar Tree. And there were some things that I wanted to add to my survival kit that I have in the past, but I couldn't find them at Dollar Tree, and I didn't see them at Walmart last minute at all. But I wanted to give you guys the ideas so that you guys can add them to your kit as well. So let's just jump right into the video so I can share with you guys how to create your own trick-or-treat survival kit for your kiddos. So this is the survival kit that I created for my kiddos this year, and normally when I buy the things for the survival kit I always like to put it in the little container that they're going to use to go trick-or-treating this year. Usually they do like the little jack-o'-lantern pumpkins, and my older one, she's not really into that stuff, so sometimes she just has a bag. But this year I found these little cauldrons at Dollar Tree. As soon as, I think once October hit, they had these, but they ran out real fast. And I actually have bought these for a Halloween party because I thought they would be great to house the chips and everything, so it kind of does double duty. But I decided to also use it for my girls to go trick-or-treating, and at first my oldest was like, "Mom, this is small, like I don't want to use this, it's not gonna hold a lot of candy." But I told her, I said, that's why the one thing that I do have in my survival kit is an extra bag or two. You always have extra plastic bags, because once this starts to fill up and it gets heavy, regardless if you have a bucket that's bigger than this, it's going to start getting heavy and you want to put your candy in a separate bag, or if the handle breaks you want to have a separate bag. So I always recommend have two of these. Plus I told her, I was like, if your thing gets full, if your bucket gets full and then you empty your candy in a plastic bag, the next house you go to, they'll think that you just started trick-or-treating and they'll feel bad for you and they'll actually give you more candy. So you actually get more candy having an extra bag or two to dump your candy in to keep your bucket lighter and not filled up so much. So that's a trick for them, but also a trick for you parents out there. So the first thing that, like I said, I add in the survival kit is I always have an extra plastic bag. I would suggest two, because sometimes these plastic bags have holes in them, and so you don't want to not have the extra plastic bag in case, like I said, the handle breaks and if it gets too heavy for the kiddos, especially for the little ones. These buckets, no matter what kind of buckets they use, it starts to get heavy, so you want something to dump the candy in. So the next thing that I'm going to talk about, of course you can see, is this big gigantic thing that's sticking out. And this is the glow necklaces. And again, like I told you, I got all these things I'm going to show you in here I got from Dollar Tree. But the glow necklaces and also the glow bracelets and also the glow just regular sticks are so like, I think it's like the most important thing to have on Halloween, because you want to be able to see your kids and you want other people to be able to see your kids as well. You know, a lot of times if it's cold or if it's rainy, sometimes parents will be using their cars, or sometimes the parents don't want to walk and they use their cars, and then you'll have your kids, darting from house to house. They're going to cross the street to go to one house on one street and the other street, and you want people in the cars to be able to see your kids. So I like getting all three. I like getting the necklace so they can wear the necklace. I like getting the bracelet, but I also like getting the glow stick, because you can put it in their actual bucket, and in the jack-o'-lantern buckets and the other buckets it makes them glow. I'm not sure about this cauldron one because I've never used it before, but one thing that can make this cauldron glow is, I didn't find that at Dollar Tree today. I wish I would have, but I wish they had it because it would have been perfect. Was those glow-in-the-dark stars that you can get, that you can stick on your walls. If you decorate your cauldron with that, that'll be perfect because it makes the bucket glow. So you want to make your kid as visible as possible on Halloween night to keep them safe, especially when they're going by themselves without you, but also even when they're with you. You can, as parents, you guys know, in like a second your kids can just disappear from you guys, and you want them to be safe. You want people to be able to see them. So I go crazy with the glow lights. So glow necklace, glow bracelets, glow sticks, I go crazy. And if you can find the glow stars or any type of glow stickies, I would suggest adding them to the bucket, because that will be a plus too for the kiddos. So the glow sticks are for other people to be able to see your kids for safety, but you want your kids to be able to see where they're going as well, and you want to be able to see where you're going as well too. And some of these street lights are not as good as they used to be when we were younger. They have gotten so, I guess, so lazy with street lights. They're not as bright as they used to be. So the next thing I would say to have in the survival kit is a flashlight if you don't have one already. I don't have one. I can't seem to find the flashlights that I had. The last time this summer, my girls used them to make forts, and I can't seem to find any, so I had to pick up a new one. So Dollar Tree has a bunch of flashlights, and this is the biggest one that I found, so I picked up one for my daughters. But also, if you do pick up a flashlight, do not forget to pick up batteries. It's just like when you buy toys for Christmas and you put the toys together and you don't have batteries and then your kids are upset. Yeah, it's the same thing. So if you get the flashlights to be safe that night, don't forget the batteries, because the flashlight will be useless if you don't have it. And then the next thing that I want to talk about that's in here is actually the last thing that's in this bucket, but I have a couple other things that I'm going to suggest. I wasn't able to pick it up. Is a rain poncho. Now, it is forecast to rain here in Texas tomorrow, which I hope it doesn't, but if it does, I hope it's just like a sprinkly rain. So if it does rain on Halloween where you're at, and it's not that, you know, bad weather rain, or if it's just a little sprinkle, but the kids don't want to go trick-or-treating, then pick up a poncho for them, especially the ones at Dollar Tree. These are so see-through that when you wear them, that you'll still be able to see the kids' costumes. And you know how kids are, they want their costumes to be seen. So if you want them to stay dry, this is the perfect bet to pick this up, because then they can, you know, people can see their costumes, but they still stay dry. Also, you can pick up an umbrella to add to your survival kit. I didn't pick one up because we already have some in our closet, and I forgot to bring it up here because I'm not going to add it to my daughter's survival kit this year because, like I said, she already had one. Dollar Tree does have umbrellas, but I'm not sure of the quality of them, so I would suggest to pick up, you know, an umbrella at Walmart if you don't have one already. So if your kiddos don't want to wear a poncho, you can still use an umbrella to keep them dry while they go trick-or-treating if the weather is not that bad. Now, the last thing that I think that you should have for your survival kit, especially if your kids are trick-or-treating by themselves, and even if they're trick-or-treating with you, sometimes we stop to talk to a neighbor or stop to talk to friends, and our kids, like I said, they take off because they're so excited to go from house to house. They don't wait on us, and they take off. So if your kids take off without you, or if your kids go by yourself, you want them to be able to alert people when danger occurs, if danger occurs then. So I would suggest to buy a whistle. Usually Dollar Tree has whistles, and I was trying to look for one today, but I couldn't find one. And I have one downstairs that I'm probably going to let my daughter use, that I usually use for school when I'm at the school with my kids. But you want to have a whistle for your kids. Like I said, if they're alone, you want them to be able to alert the people around them that something's happening. And again, even if they're with you, they take off. Kids get so excited in Halloween. No matter the most well-behaved kids, no matter how well-behaved your kids are, they get excited to go from house to house that if you stop for any minute, they're going to leave you probably. And if something, God forbid, happens, you want them to be able to alert you. And a whistle is the best bet, because sometimes kids cannot scream loud enough. And sometimes with all the other screaming of the kids, it might drown them out. So like I said, a whistle is the best bet. And I think it's like the perfect thing that you should have in your survival kit. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and found it helpful. You know, trick-or-treating in Halloween time can be such a fun time for the kiddos, but it can also be dangerous. So we got to try to make it as safe as possible so that they can enjoy going door to door, getting their candy and showing off their costumes on Halloween night. Let me know down in the comments if you guys have any tips of your own that you want to share with me or the other subscribers on some safety tips, or even some tips for parents to survive Halloween, the crazy night of Halloween. And parents, don't forget your parent tax. Like I always tell my girls, if I take you door to door to get candy, you got to pay me parent tax. And what parent tax is that when you come home and I've checked all your candy to make sure it's safe, I get to choose whatever candy that I like of my choosing for myself, because I took time out of my day to walk you door to door for you to get that candy. So you get, you know, you owe me parent tax. So parents out there, do not forget your parent tax, because you did take time out of your day to take your kids door to door to get that candy. So they better pay up, okay? I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys.
Hey guys, don't forget to click on the picture in the middle of the screen so you can subscribe to my channel and get notifications on all the new videos that I put out, and check out these other 2 videos that I have posted on my channel on either side of my picture. Have a great day.